Hey you guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shay Bay. I'm back to see another video, and today I'm giving y'all tips. Today I'm giving y'all tea. Today I'm giving y'all my secrets. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm giving y'all my secrets. Today I'm showing y'all how I pluck my units and how I get them to be so flat. So this is, if y'all read the title, it's a plucking tutorial, but like, I'm really gonna put y'all on to using that hot comb too, because y'all be afraid to use that hot comb. So this is going to be a little bit of both. If y'all really want to see how I'm getting these installs to be popping, flat, how I get my units to literally look like my hair, keep on watching this video. Okay, so we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to jump straight into the tutorial today. So the first thing I do before I start plucking anything, I got to get rid of the humps and lumps. I got to flatten out the hair, and I use mousse to do that. I use some mousse. You can use any type of mousse you guys have on hand. I typically use the Shine and Jam, and it really does it for me. So I've used the mousse because I realized that mousse is used to shape things and form things. I used to use like a spray bottle and have some water in there, but I realized that water kind of clumps the hair together, you know, and I don't like that. Like, I used to pluck my hair when it was wet. I didn't like that because the hair is clumped up and it's wet. You can't really see what it would really look like if it was dry to actually tell if you overplucked or not. But mousse, you can use mousse on wet hair and you can use it on dry hair. And I like to pluck my wigs when they're dry. So it's perfect. I can form it and I can moisten it without clumping it all together. So I know for sure I'm not overplucking. Plus, on top of that, when you use the spray bottle, you gotta think, would you ever spray your wig and then put a hot comb over it? No, right? Like 8 times out of 10, when we're hot combing, we know that sizzle is coming. So it doesn't make sense you kind of like put more heat damage on your hair than it needs, you know? All right, so I already finished the right side of the hair, so I'm showing you guys the left side in this part. So I just parted out the area I'm going to begin plucking, and what my plucking way, like my plucking method, I start at the back and I come up to the front. I realize this works best for me because it always prevents me from over plucking. So the first thing I do is mold my part. I usually mold the middle part so I know I have a good basis. Even if I'm going to do a side part, I always mold the middle just to get that constructed, and you know, so I can literally see the wig and see if it's dense or whatever. I mold the middle, and then I take an area of hair. This is a closure, by the way. I take out an area of hair and I start plucking from the back so that I can actually get that gradient effect and see that my plucking is going as far back as it needs to, instead of continuously plucking at the front area and it turns out I over pluck the front. So I just keep plucking. My plucking method is really like a pluck 1, 2 and then skip a little space, pluck 1, 2 and then skip another little space. Then I grab a comb and I just comb out that excess hair. Sometimes, you know, as you move further back in your frontal, your closure, the hair in there is denser, so it may not look like you plucked out a lot, but just keep going and don't rush it. Take your time. When I'm combing through, I know you guys kind of peep that. So I kind of comb it through and I zigzag the comb, so I'm getting that jagged edge. I'm not just pulling out a straight piece of hair. I'm getting a jagged edge. You know, like when you're cutting off your lace and you cut that in a jagged motion, think of it in the same way with the comb. You don't want to just pluck a straight row because it may give off the illusion of a straight line plucked hairline, and nobody's hairline is straight. So you want to zigzag it before you start the plucking. All right, so now you guys can see more of the effect I'm getting from my pluck skip method. I pluck, skip, pluck, skip, and I keep going. Me personally, I know a lot of people don't like the parting from the back because they're like, oh, I could pluck too much. I'd rather pluck from the front because that's what the people are going to see. That's true, but I feel like when I do that, I'm never truly able to see if I am plucking the right amount or if I'm really getting to the grit of it. I have to separate hair. I can't just hot comb the hair back and start plucking, it doesn't really work out for me. That method has never been work. I always over pluck if I never part out hair. I'll just say that. I always over pluck if I never pull out hair, because I can't see truly the area that I'm plucking or the area that I'm getting into. And I love starting from the back because you can literally watch it get thinner gradually, and you can watch it flow. So you want to make sure that what you did in the back is flowing into what you did in the front. And if you over pluck, then it's completely fine, because you're about to cover it up anyways, and you can pluck a little less. As opposed to if you start from the front, whatever you plucked out is gone. The only way you're getting it back into that lace is using that special, like, what's it, ventilating tool or something like that. I'm not doing that. So I'd prefer to over pluck in the back as opposed to over plucking in the front. You feel me? And I always make sure that I have my hand there to hold the hair taut. Even if I have a clip in the back, I always hold the hair just so it's nice and tight and I can truly see every area as I'm going forward. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm gonna do a couple more plucking videos, but I think this was like my first plucking video. I was kind of nervous. Like, I feel you guys can tell. On the other side of this, on the right side of the hair, I plucked a little less, but on this side I plucked a little more. And I feel like I was just nervous. I think that other side I did it off camera. I was just nervous, but I'm gonna do another video. But yeah, this is a closure unit, and I made a mistake. So basically this is a closure replacement, right? I took a closure wig that had like bangs and stuff on it. It was absolutely terrible. I'm gonna put a clip of it in the end so you guys can see the before and what it looks like right now. So I bought a new closure and I sewed it to this old wig. Took that closure off, I replaced the closure, bleached it, toned it, all that good stuff. Now we're plucking. And the way I sewed it, I'm not the best person. Like, I don't have a lot of practice sewing on frontals or sewing on closures. So it was a little lopsided, like it was a little lopsided. So on the right side of the hair, that's why I started the video with that piece already plucked out, because when I do this install, this isn't my wig, but when my friend, this is her wig, when she gets this wig, she's gonna have to cut where all that hair is. But it perfectly works out because this wig, like, it's still dense enough that her middle part is still going to be middle, and her side part is still going to be dense enough as long as it's curved correctly. So it looks like there's like a lot of hair pulled out, but I promise you it's really not OD. I promise you. She's still going to be able to get the full effect of this closure. And it's an HD lace. I got this from the hair store for like under $70. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. And yeah, we're about to finish up this plucking job in a second. Boom. And I'm just hot combing it to get it nice and flat so I can really see all the hair that I plucked out and all the work that I just did. Okay, this next part is very important. After you've combed out the hair and you hot combed it, you must use a wax stick. Mousse is not enough. Wax is a heavy, thicker product that allows your hair to cling together and mold and get you that nice, sleek, flat look. You will not be able to get this type of look using freeze spray. You will not be able to get this type of look using freeze spray and a hot comb, mousse and a hot comb. It will not work. If you don't, you can probably only get away with maybe using a serum, but then you're just getting your hairline all like crispy. You're not molding anything. The point of the wax stick is to mold, and then the hot comb is to help you shape it with heat. So you can see that my hairline is now molded and shaped, and it's nice and sleek without being very, heavy and greasy and crunchy and all of that nastiness. And comb it out. Okay, we're almost done with this side of the plucking. This is so pretty. So I know my friend I'm saying this with too, I know she's not gonna do baby hairs. 8 times out of 10 when she wears her wig, she's not really gonna do baby hairs. That's not really her thing. So in that case, I'm gonna pluck the entire hairline and not leave any hair plucked out or like parted out or whatever. But this is nice. So I just push it all back, keep plucking until I get a better gradient effect. And I just kind of thin out that hairline so it kind of mimics her natural hairline. Okay, we're gonna hot comb that after we plucked out all the hair. I got it to a look that I'm very proud of. And now we're gonna take our wax stick, pop that wax stick on top, and hot comb it. And this came out like butter. Oh my gosh. This looks so good. I was so happy. Literally, I feel like this mimicked her hairline. This literally mimics her hairline, and it's a closure unit. Don't ever feel like you're not getting the maximum effect with a wig if it's not a frontal. No, guys, you guys can get the same effect with a closure in just the same way. You just have to know what you're doing and how to, how to navigate that frontal or the close. You just have to know how to play with the closure. You guys know what I'm saying. Okay. Now I realize that this side could use a little bit more hair just to match up with the other side. So yeah, I'm just pushing it back in, and I'm about to pluck and show you guys how we're gonna do it. And I'm really not gonna talk as I'm plucking this side, but I just want you guys to see. the difference it makes when you pluck from the back to the front. Yes, over time your wig is going to shed, but imagine every time you do your reinstalls, you're not going to have to continuously pluck your hairline, because you did one good plucking job the first time and you will not have to go back, I promise you. Plucking from the back to the front prevents you from having to go back. Yes, you may end up plucking a little more than the person that plucked from the front to the back, but at least you know you're not going to have to ever do any touch-ups. All you're going to have to do when you do your reinstall is probably just wax it, hot comb, and maybe use some mousse, but you should not have to pick up a tweezer at all. I just want you guys to see the gradual effect it's making as I'm working my way in with the tweezers to the hot comb to just see what I've plucked out. I'm telling you guys, one plucking job and that's it. Yo, I am so sorry. Did you guys even pray that I just probably told you guys, probably in the beginning of this video, the right side of the hair was already plucked? It definitely wasn't. But you know what? I didn't even remember I had it on camera until I went through my gallery and saw it. So once I found it, I was so excited, because this side you guys really get to see in depth the transformation. So yeah, my bad. And then I just had to bring this part of the video back. Look at how natural this looks. I used the wax stick and my hot comb, and you cannot tell me this does not look like somebody's natural edges. Come on. If this was kinky, and this is Brazilian straight. If this was kinky straight, you cannot tell me this was not a black girl's edges. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This looks like somebody's relaxed edges, somebody's permed edges. It is so natural. It just looks so bomb. And oh my gosh, just look, guys. I'm telling you, that wax stick and hot comb combination, it's undefeated. Like, it will never get old. It will never get old. Look at it. Butter. Alright, you guys, so this is about the end of this tutorial. I really hope you guys are going to take some of the tips we talked about and try it. If you guys try it, drop down in the comments what you started doing when plucking your own units and how it turned out. Like, be honest. If it didn't work for you, tell me. If it did, tell me. If it didn't, tell me why it didn't work. And you know, just like, let's just have that conversation, because I don't ever fail when it comes to this one. Even if this was a curly one, when I get another curly wig, I'm gonna do the same pluck and let you guys see. I'm gonna include a clip so you guys can see what this wig looked like before I did this closure replacement, and then show you guys how it's looking right now out in the sun. This is HD lace. This is after it was bleached and toned and dyed. It is looking so good, so fabulous. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because sure, this thing was looking ridiculous before. But yeah, y'all see the difference. You guys see the difference. If you guys learned something in this video, please make sure to subscribe, like this video with a huge thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's your girl Shay Bay tuning out, and I'm off this.
Still be in the bridge for real. Had to stop for pop a pill. 5, 6, 7 foreign cars, it only took a year. People ask me how it feel, never ask me how I feel. Don't know I got niggas in the stuck, I'm trying to get a pills. They say they was down, I seen them same people change on. Now they wanna call, they see me.